Buenos dias a todos. Mama, Papa, Tio, Tia, Hermano, Hermana. Safe practices are in order. Don't forget to wear your mask when you're going out. Don't forget to wash your hands properly, regularly with soap and water, social distancing. When we say social distancing, if you are out with your parents, you have on your mask and you notice that people are kind of close, just nudge mommy and say, hey, this is a little, we need to move away. Okay? All right, let's see what we're doing today. So let's start from the beginning. Okay, so again, we are looking at mixed media. Last lesson, I was very impressed with your work. A lot of you understood what mixed media is. And today in mixed media, we are going to apply forces. I'm sure you will be doing that in science. And I just want to take with you a clip from Star Wars. And let me see if it plays. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you. May the force be with you. May the force be with you. Anakin, may the force be with you. May the force be with you, Master. May the force be with you both.
May the force be with you, Master.
May the force be with you.
May the force be with you. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you. May the force be with you. May the force be with you. May the force be with us all. Obi-Wan, may the force be with you. Goodbye, old friend. May the force be with you. May the force be with you. Always. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you.
May the force be with you. And remember, the force will be with you. Always.
May the force be with us.
May the force be with you. May the force be with you. The force will be with you. Always. And may the force be with you. May the force be with you. Remember, the force will be with you. Always. The force is with you, young Skywalker. May the force be with you. May the force be with us.
May the force be with you. And may the force be with us.
May the force be with you.
May the force be. You've come on, said it enough. May the force be with you. Always.
All right. So I just want to add something about the force, right? So the force is, my interpretation is to have that love of Jesus inside of you. That Jesus is what propels us to do something forward. So I want to leave something with you also from Isaiah 41, verse 10. Fear not, for I am with you. So I want you to enjoy the movie with your parents. There are many Star Wars episodes. I'm sure some of you may not know what it is. Take a look. It's quite an enjoyable show. All right. So first thing we're gonna do is take our page, put it portrait, and let's spread that force of have a blessed day. So that's our, you can't see it, but when you tell somebody that, you are sending them a blessing. You're forcing out of you. Have a blessed day. If you want to put a heart, be free to do that. I started with crayons. Again, we are using mixed media. And how do we use it, right? Some of you may have crayons, some of you may have oil pastels. Any one of the two can do. The oil base is what we are looking at, and the impact is what we are looking at. All right, so I got my 3 jars of water using our primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, okay? And I mixed it and tested on a piece of paper to see if that is the tone that I want. So depend, you need to add, right? Because sometimes if you put it a little too light, it will be too light and you will not get the impact that you want, okay? So you notice it's not a full jar, just a little bit of water. You don't want too much, right? For what we are going to do. So you test it first to see if that is the effect you want. And we are going with the primary colors of red, yellow, and blue. When we say primary, that is the basis of all colors. Red, yellow, and blue. And from red, yellow, and blue, when they interchange, we get different colors. Next, I want each jar to have a straw. So here, each jar has a straw. We are going to do some straw blowing. That's the force. So first you're going to drop, so we started with red. You can start with any color that you want. And from this drop, you're using your straw and you're blowing, right? You're blowing. When you blow, they're going to get many branches that you can see here, right? And you continue blowing, right? Sometimes if it's not mixed properly, you'll get an ugly muck there. You can also use a napkin and just sap it up. Remember we did that from before. Look, there's puddles of water here, of colored water. You can blow it out because we want to see that crayon and we want to see that paint working hand in hand. And when you blow on that straw and you direct that drop, you are applying a force. Next primary color was yellow, right? Notice my napkin is there because sometimes I found that it was just too much to blow, right? So I would use my napkin. Now, when the colors come together, you get an ugly color. I didn't like that at all. So here is where I use my napkin and I took it out because I did not want that. I wanted to either see red, yellow, or blue, and we will get tones of colors, but I did not want this unsightly color. So there's my napkin. See how I'm using it? Now, when we're using that, we're not taking it and dragging it on the page. You're just resting it there so it can absorb, okay? So you're not applying force by pushing down the napkin. You just rest the napkin there and the drop will just absorb, right? It will be a different type of force. The drop will actually absorb into the napkin. Right. So my area, which is the space, you hear my word area, which is the space, is mostly mixed with red, rojo, yellow, amarillo, blue, azul. And then we have a little merging of colors where you have the red and the yellow. I have some orange coming here. Then I have the blue and the yellow. Sometimes you get a little hints of green. Look at there. And also the blue and red give me little hints of purple. Leave your work to dry. And when you get time, tell your parents, I want to see a Star Wars movie. May the force be with you. So this is what my work looks like. You would have noticed that I also went over the crayon part because I wanted that to work hand in hand, right? Some of you, I saw you did that in your last lesson. You went back over your crayon work so we can get the two working together. So with the straw blowing, it's applying force. We are using mixed media. This is called mixed media. Mixed media is when you're using two different types of things to give you color and yet you want a picture. So we want the effect of having a nice day. I started with red, my main color, I wanted red. If you wanted yellow, your main color could be yellow. All right, but I wanted the message out. My force to you, the force of the Holy Spirit is to have a nice day. Hasta luego. So I put back on my mask. Adios.